mean, even from a real young age, I've always been drawing, painting. I've pretty much carried around some sort of hardcover sketchbook or, loose leaf paper, whatever, when I was a kid. I would always, anywhere I went, I'd take it, draw, paint in it. It was probably an ever-evolving artistic, I guess, version of what I did as a kid, was just drawing mostly. Around the age of like 16, I started thinking about getting tattooed a little bit more. Got my first tattoo illegally, I suppose you could say, at just a friend's house, and it was a pretty, underground sort of thing at the time, and that was kind of intriguing because I was always in a little bit more of the non-traditional way of doing things. Honestly, didn't really even think about becoming a tattooer or a tattoo artist until much later into getting tattooed. I started getting tattooed legally and pretty heavily at like 18. The permanency of it definitely makes you nervous, and it definitely keeps you on your toes. Finding something that you like enough to put on your body permanently is a pretty cool thing, and it's very unique to tattooing, I think. Creating something that's going to be a hit is definitely a part that keeps pushing you and keeps you paying attention to what you're doing. Unfortunately and fortunately, my job is pretty all-encompassing. Days off usually consist of drawing for my days on, and producing, whether it be artwork for art shows, books, whatever the case may be. That takes up a lot of time outside of being just in the tattoo shop, strictly tattooing. But I do, I spend a lot of time at home when I can, in the gym pretty frequently, 6 to 7 days a week, usually 3 to 4 hours a day. Needing to be athletic and being, moving at all times is a huge portion of my, what refuels me. I feel like I get restless and I don't feel productive when I haven't been able to, do something moving. Creativity is my job, and it's tough sometimes. Most of the time I don't usually have a problem with still having ideas for myself and still having, a drive to do, produce things that are not asked of me. But being that my job is to constantly do that for people, it is tough sometimes to keep that kind of, I guess, fire burning, to not get burnt out on being forced to be creative. Most days it's there, thankfully. But some days, it's that maybe you just need to take a break and start back up again. Creativity to me, I guess, is the process of taking something from just a thought or an idea and giving some sort of physical or tangible product outcome of it. Being able to physically show somebody, an idea that's in their head or in your head, as far as tattoos that you like to do or paintings that you do. I think the creativity in that aspect is, for me, in tattooing, is that kind of A to Z, kind of coming from just a thought to something that you can hold in your hand. As far as that, I guess, fire to sit down and do something, and to need to sit down and get an idea onto paper, or else you can't sleep at night, I think is definitely a little bit more rare within art in general, but tattooing specifically. I'm Jon Sanford, and I'm a tattoo artist at Hot Stuff Tattoo in Asheville, North Carolina.